for another stitch with me. Working on Santa's Village by Cottage Needleworks. The series, this is Santa's house. And I am getting my white out. I got to put a row of white and then I'm going to start on the house. So, hope everybody's doing well. Parker keeps coming in here asking for a PlayStation. So, if you have some weird editing, that's why, because it's getting close to Christmas and every few days he changes what he wants. So, yeah, anyway. So, you know, this weekend was daylight savings time and we supposedly got an extra hour, but my sleep is so messed up. We were up so late last night. And I don't know why. We were all up. We shouldn't have been up. And I kept thinking, why are we not asleep? And then my husband, he overslept for work this morning, and he hasn't done that in a long time. And, I mean, it was just weird, you know. So, yeah, we actually should have been, I guess, sleepy earlier, but, yeah, we were up. So, this weekend was a busy weekend, but got a lot done. Okay, so Friday night I hosted my Zoom, and I was super nervous because I was just afraid that something wouldn't go right, or I just didn't know. You know, I was just afraid of the unknown, and I want everybody to enjoy themselves, so I was nervous about that. And what I worked on, the project I picked to work on the cross stitch was this one, because earlier that day I did not have time to do my 25/7, so I was like, well, I'll just work on this. So what I did is I started on this border. So I put in the white. I may have had like a couple of the white ones done. And that whole Zoom call, all I got done, let me make sure you guys, okay, let me pull it down. I've got the phone a little bit closer to my table, and hopefully the lighting's good because it's nice and sunny out. So I did not set up my hot light. I just opened all my blinds, opened my front door to let all the natural light in. And so hopefully you guys can see well. So I decided to work on this border, and I started on the white, and all I got done was maybe like 8 of these over the course of maybe 2.5 hours. So, I did not get much stitching done, and I was so exhausted but hyper because Parker had insomnia that night before. He had went to sleep at maybe 6 or 7. So I had been up and down all night long, and then up early, and then so I was so wired when we got off the thing. When we logged off, I was so wired for hours. And I kept telling my husband, I'm like, I'm just so nervous. He's like, what is wrong with you? It's fine. And I'm like, I don't know. I was so anxious. It took me a long time to calm down. I was happy too, though. I was happy and nervous, and it was just a lot of things. So, we had, I can't remember how many people. I think we had maybe 7-ish, 7, 8 people. And it was nice to get to talk back and forth to everybody and not just like through the phone. And I'd like to do maybe 2 a month. So when I logged off Zoom, I went ahead and scheduled the next one for Sunday, November 14th at 6 p.m. So the next one will be on Sunday evening. And that's what I'll try to do. I'll try to change up the days. The times probably won't change too much because there's only certain times, I mean, that I can do it. But the one on Friday was just a couple hours long because it was more like, let's just get this figured out and see how it works. So the next time, I'll keep it up for a lot longer. That way people on the West Coast or in other time zones, if they want to pop on later in the evening, it'll be open. So, yeah. So, it'll stay up longer. So, I hope you could join us. Now, some people had trouble signing in typing in the meeting ID and password. But then when they clicked the direct link, they were able to get in. So after the Zoom, I looked it up and it said that when you're having trouble signing in by typing in the meeting code, it's generally something to do with your own personal device. It is either a firewall or security settings or something like that. So if you cannot get in, if it gives you an error like, well, we just had one of those moments I have to edit out. So anyway, as I was saying, it's something with your device. So what you need to do if that happens is use the direct link. So what I'm going to do on Instagram is I'm going to add the direct link to my link tree that's in my profile. That way you can just click on my profile on Instagram and click it there. It also should be available on YouTube. Now, my husband went to double check it and his YouTube comments were not showing the direct link. So he said, oh, YouTube was only showing him certain comments. So he had to change the settings on his YouTube comments, and he has an iPhone. And then he could see my comment that had the link. So there was some tricky times about that, but overall, we're getting it figured out. So then Saturday daytime, I had to go do my mom's monthly shopping, so that took all day. And I was really tired because Parker had insomnia again. He was up till 4 a.m. Friday night. So, usually after he has insomnia, he actually goes to bed at a good time the next night. But that night he didn't. He was up. So, once I got home, did I take a nap? Yeah, I took a nap and stuff. I was really tired. But I wanted to hop on the Grace Note Citrus Zoom and spend time with everybody. So, I drank a cup of coffee and got on there, and it was really fun. Had a good night. And I stayed on there quite a while. Once my coffee kicked in, I was good to go. So that was a lot of fun. I love that. And so that's what we did, like, as far as that kind of stuff. And then yesterday, I worked on my quilt blocks for the Among the Stars block of the month that Candace and I are doing one a week. And it took up a large part of my day. And then also I mean, it didn't take all day, but it took quite a while. But I didn't go super fast because I just kind of took my time with it. And took my time pressing my seams and stuff and all that. Because sometimes I rush through that and my stuff gets wonky. So, I'm happy with my blocks. And, yeah, so I'm going to try to spread it out this week so that I'm not doing the bulk of it on Sunday. I'm going to try to spread it out over maybe like 3 nights or something of the cutting, and then doing the first set of piecing and then do the second set of piecing. So, when we get done, I should have 2 quilt tops. I need to drink coffee. So, last night, I was in the shower, and right before I got in the shower, Parker and Mike had talked about playing a video game for a little bit. And So the water's running and I hear yelling, and I thought they were just goofing off about the video game. And I think it was Mike. He said, "There's a rat." So what happened was they were getting ready to play the video game, and Parker ran through the house and towards the kitchen, and he saw Stormy playing, you know, playing as in hunting with a mouse. He called it a rat. So he goes, "A rat, a rat." And my husband came running. I was in the shower, so this is all secondhand. And my husband got a broom and he swept it into a box. And then, so I couldn't really understand what was going on, but I was like, ooh. We rarely ever get a mouse because there's so many cats around here, for one thing. And sometimes Kiki will kill a mouse and leave it out in front of our steps outside. But as far as a mouse getting in our house, it's been years since we've had one. So, oh, I took that way too far. So, I was like, ooh, oh no. Let me see how many stitches that needs to be. 2 passes red, so I need to take one more stitch out. So I get out of the shower and I say, "Well, what'd you do with it?" And he's like, "Well, I've got it right here waiting so you can look at it." Just sit there all in the box so I can look at it. So I looked at it, and it definitely was not a rat. It was a mouse. But it was, for little Stormy to get it, it was like a decent sized mouse, you know. So, Kiki was being lazy, laying in a bed. So I told Stormy, I was like, "You're a good girl." And, I gave her a cat treat. So he took the mouse and he walked like far away from the house and he let it go. So it's still living its little mouse life, but hopefully it won't come back to our house. I think he took it over to like the wooded area or whatever. Yeah, so that was the excitement. So I don't know what the source of it was, but we'll probably put out a couple traps just to be on the safe side. But Stormy did her work. She's our little hunter. That was the excitement last night. Okay, so I have that white border. Now I'm going to put in my green house border, and then I can just fill that in. So here's the deal, y'all. I am so tired of stitching this. I am burnt out. I'm really struggling with finishing this up, but I know I've got to do it. I just hit a wall. Okay, so what I didn't continue talking about was on the second zoom, I stitched this door, which looks so sloppy. I mean, that looks sloppy. I filled in the door and the wreath, and that's pretty, oh, and I filled in the rest of the red through here, and that's what I did over, I think I was on Zoom about 4 hours or something. It took me that long to do that. I mean, I was up and down, but I was just really sleepy, so I went really slow. I probably could have had this whole house done, to be honest. Well, maybe not the whole house, but I could have had this part done. But I was just really sleepy, so I'm dragging on this. I'm definitely ready for a break from it. But I want to finish this one before I put it away. I want to finish it, press it, and, you know, do it the right way instead of just giving up. So, but it's working out to the perfect time for me to move on to another project. Okay, so the house is in hazelnut. did I do with that hazelnut? I mean, not hazel. I have hazelnut, but I wanted to use the 420. I may have to start the roof because I don't know. I'd had that 420 out. Did I put it? I don't think I put it on here. What did I do with that 420? Okay, I'll just start on the roof. Because I think that 420 is in a project bag or something. So I have to dig it out. So I'll just start up here. Alright, so the roof is $470 and $469 in snow. So well, I need to do more snow. Yay, more white stitching. Just what I wanted. Okay. How am I doing on time? 10 minutes. And then I think I had to stop it when Parker ran here and hollered about a PlayStation again. I'm still half asleep. I don't have anything exciting to talk about. So, there we go. Alright, so the snow on the roof starts at the bottom of this one. 3 over, 3 up, and 2 over. So do any of you all make cards? Because here's the deal. Sometimes I go down YouTube rabbit holes. I have this thing where I don't like to watch FlossTube if I'm not either stitching or sewing or doing something like that or washing dishes. I can't just lay in bed and watch FlossTube or lounge and watch FlossTube. I want to be doing something with my hands. I get really antsy to watch it. So at night when I'm relaxing in bed or whatever, and also Parker likes for me to come in his room and hang out while he plays. So I'll just kind of lay in his bunk bed and watch YouTube. So I go down YouTube rabbit holes and just watch all kinds of stuff on YouTube. And I will watch weird stuff that will just pop up in my suggested. And sometimes I watch videos that I'm subscribed to. I like watching dog grooming videos, cookie decorating. There's this one channel. I don't watch it so much anymore, but I went through a period of time where I would watch people professionally clean rugs. Like floor rugs. And you watch them clean the rugs and get all the dirt out and everything. And then you see the before and after. Well, there was this one I was watching. And it was the first time I'd ever seen this channel. It had just popped up in my suggested. So this man was cleaning the rug. It was like a 30-minute video. I watched the whole thing of this guy cleaning this rug. And it was nice and relaxing. So at the end of the video, he shows himself cleaning up the room that he cleans the rugs in, because they clean on this at this company, and this is somewhere in Eastern Europe. They do it on a tile floor with drains. So he cleaned the tile floor and dried it off, and it was sparkling, ready for the next day at work or whatever. And then he starts breakdancing in the middle of the floor. And I thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. And it was just so random because I was about to stop the video because it was the very, very end of the video. And he just starts breakdancing. And I know it's not that funny when I tell you, but I laughed so hard. And I told my husband, I said, watch this. So I played like the last 30 seconds of the video of him showing the rug and cleaning the floor. And then the breakdancing music started and he started breakdancing. And my husband was like, what in the world? So anyway, the point of my story is I watch random videos on YouTube for fun. So, somehow in my suggested videos, get this situated, whoops, sorry, was this girl, well, she's not a girl, she's a grown woman, makes cards, like greeting cards. And I have been so hooked on her channel. She has a really old YouTube channel. She's been on YouTube since, I mean, it's probably 12 years or something like that. She has videos from that whole time. And every night I have been watching her videos of making cards. So now I'm like, I want to make cards. But the amount of stuff that she uses, I mean, I wouldn't even, of course I wouldn't use all the stuff she uses. She's like an artist. She does watercolors and stuff. But just for basic card making, I'm like, it puts CrossFit to shame. The amount of things that you can get just to make one card. And you gotta, if you want to use die cuts, you gotta have a machine that cuts. And, I mean, like, she uses embossing and, like, all this stuff. And, I'm like, wow. Like, that is a rabbit hole of a craft. I mean, that is, a lot. But I want to make some cards. And I thought, you know, I would love to just make some thank you cards or something like that to send out with giveaways or something like that. So, I think sometime I'm going to just go look at Hobby Lobby. I know Michael's had a really good card section, but our Michael's closed. So, I'm going to look at Hobby Lobby and just see if they have something for somebody who doesn't have all that stuff, like a little kit, a little beginner kit or something, that I can see if, like, try to make cards. Because I really, this girl, she's got me wanting to make cards. So, and she does all kinds of different cards. So, yeah. But the amount of stuff that she uses, like all the different paints and watercolors and markers and she designs, so she has stencils she's designed, and I mean, yeah, it's a lot. So, of course, I know it's just like any other craft. You don't need all that stuff. So, yeah, I just would like to do something basic to make some cards and see how that goes. There's my first little snow-capped roof part done. Put in my thread. Yeah, so we'll do the Zoom on the 14th. Now, I probably won't do another one until maybe the beginning of December or something, because that will be already 2 for November. And plus Thanksgiving, people are busy out of town, but that may change. You know, if a bunch of people say, hey, I'm not doing anything, I could do a Zoom. I might, you know, maybe do one, but I don't want to overcommit, because it was, you know, it was a lot to do two nights in a row for me, so, but also I'm enjoying it becoming part of my routine, because it's really like fun to talk and stitch and just just do that. Okay. I'm really behind on my floss tube. Really behind. Well, I won't say I'm really behind. It's just that I have so many that I like to watch. And if I just go, say, 2 or 3 days without being able to really watch floss tube, then there's a backlog. And I feel like I can't get to everybody and I'm missing out on what they're sharing. And so maybe today I can get caught up on a few episodes. I haven't even watched Brenda and Laura from last week. So, yeah. Okay, so this goes all the way to this one. Or past that line. I'm so glad I gridded this out. It makes it so much easier. Alright. Probably another little edited clip right there. Okay, let me check the time now that I got that done. I had started the video over, so I don't know where I'm at, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop right there. I thought I would get more done today, but it's okay. I kind of want to do a new start. I want to start that Liz Matthews freebie. So I may see if I have some stuff from my stash to start that. That looks really fun. So I might do that. And I need to do some lesson planning and stuff for homeschool. But right now, I need to drink some coffee and get woke up while I edit this video. Sorry, I'm kind of half asleep, y'all. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.